Oh, we were just, Jeff was trying to hook up his iPhone and to get another shot because apparently I'm going to be cooking on the stove a little bit tonight. And anyway, it didn't work. So we're not going to have that shot. But anyway, welcome to Tasty Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing well. I don't know what I'm cooking. We're going to find out in a minute what my ingredients are. And then I will try to whip up some sort of delicious dinner. We'll see. Hey, Jeff, are we doing switching?
No, not tonight.
We're not doing switching. It's all on you.
It's all on you.
It's all on you.
You.
What if we made him cook?
Hmm.
I don't know. I'll get a feel for whether or not he's gonna enjoy that. I probably not. Okay. Cheers, everyone. I'm trying to get into the festive mood. It's 71 degrees here, and it's ridiculously warm. So I have a frozen concoction of a martini, I guess you'd call it. It's called rum chata, absolute. Well, it's not called that. That's what I put in it. Rum chata, peppermint schnapps, absolute vanilla, and a little bit of half and half. And then the glass is rimmed with candy canes. So cheers.
All right. You want to go through a couple greetings here?
Yes, please.
First one I saw was Honduras. I'll get to that in a second.
Honduras.
Yeah. Dusty Flat said, figured out burning tire smell. It's the air basket feet on the Ninja 14 one. Not using that anymore.
Huh. I've never had that happen. Ever.
Nope.
That's interesting.
Larry Gilbert says hi from Champaign, Illinois.
Hi, Larry. I wonder if they're using a different material now.
That seemed like a good idea.
No, I mean, I would think they would test it. And you sure it's like, well, they don't even sell the basket anywhere else. So it's not like a second run, like a aftermarket. That's really interesting.
Charlie says, hey.
Hey.
Craig Betts.
Hey, Craig. How are you?
East Coast of Canada. John Freese is here from down under.
Hi, John.
Sue Crickmore, Tucson,
and Barry.
Arizona.
Hi, Sue.
Teresa Eccles from Arizona.
Hi, Teresa.
Got a little conversation going on between John and Craig. So
good. I love that.
So Darlene Cresswell is from Roatan, Honduras.
And I'm sorry, name again?
Darlene Cresswell.
Hi, Darlene.
And that popped out to me because I was in Honduras for about 6 months one time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Juliet gave you a thumbs up.
Hi, Juliet.
Jolene Jackson says hello. She's from Michigan.
Hi, Jolene.
It's in the mid 40s.
Well, it's funny because I would take that weather like in a minute. I wanted it to be really cold. I'm doing candy recipes, and candy does better low humidity, cold temperatures. And we've had high humidity and warm temperatures. It's not working out, but we managed to get it filmed.
Annie Huminski says hi.
Hi, Annie.
Colleen Wolf.
Hi, Colleen.
Barbara Evelyn.
Hi, Barbara.
Dano Alvarado says hi.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Dano Alvarado.
Okay.
Norma Walters.
Hi, Norma.
See if I miss anybody or repeat anybody.
Well, yeah, it happens. Well, let's get into what my ingredients are, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. And I'll come back and try to catch up on some of these.
Okay. And normally, I'm a little tired today. I don't usually film videos before Tasty Tuesday because I'm on my feet. It's a long process. It takes a lot out of me. So I had to do it today, though. So I filmed 2.5. How many videos? 2.5? Close to 3.
Yeah, almost 3.
Yeah, almost 3. I've got the end of the caramel to do. But anyway, so I'm feeling a little tired, but we are going to see what we have.
All right. I'm going to put these in the order of pretty much the way they show up in the recipe, I guess. So.
Oh, I'm doing a recipe?
Well, that's your decision.
Okay.
Cross that out. Ignore that part. It's beef top round.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay, but Milanese, we're not making that. So.
Oh, we're not making that. He thinks I can make whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want. It's a free world.
So basically, this is really thin top round and bacon. Okay. We're doing a recipe, you say?
Well, I've got a recipe, but you can do whatever you want. Remember, that's the rules.
Okay. All right. Bacon. Mustard. Interesting. Dill pickles. What? An onion.
And that's it. Okay, there's 2 sets of ingredients. So
I was going to
that's the
say, this
first
is
set.
this is what I'm making for
Yeah.
dinner?
Now, we'll see if you can figure out why there's 2 sets of ingredients. All right.
I don't
Now,
even know what the first set is for.
That's the first set.
Uh-huh.
I'll see if anybody knows what those might be for. But you want to set those together, and then I'll get the second set of ingredients. And you can move things around, but I'm just giving it to you this way.
Okay.
Okay,
This
so now
would be an
we've got
interesting one. Okay.
much more than you will ever use for anything.
Okay.
but,
Okay. Hope those are still good. Okay.
I'll just give you one of these. You don't need the whole thing of bay leaves. Oops.
Oops. Okay. Let me grab a bowl. Put this in. I'm confused already.
Now, I don't know if this will probably not help you at all, but I'm giving you a white onion because I went to get a leek, and the leeks were like that huge, and there were 2 of them,
Yeah.
and it would be a waste of food. So we would never use that many leeks. So.
Okay. Leeks are very different. Okay. Tomato paste. What?
They're very different, but I read about substitutions for leeks, and it said a white onion is probably your best bet.
Okay. So I don't need this.
You do need that. That goes with.
He's telling me what to cook now.
Well, I'm going to lay it out and see if anybody knows what the recipe is. And then you decide if you want to do that.
Oh, why?
And then there's one thing that I did not put out there because I want you to decide if you even want it. And that is a little bit of flour or a little bit of cornstarch.
This is a recipe?
I'm going to move this microphone.
This is a recipe? I don't know what this is.
I can tell you.
Like we're missing major components of something.
Let's see. We got beef stew. That's not what I was aiming for.
Mm-mm.
Cuban sandwich. No.
There's no pork. This is the strangest thing this is the strangest bunch of ingredients I think you've done yet.
But I took these directly from a specific recipe. But you don't need to follow that recipe. You can.
I can't follow the recipe. I have no clue what it's for. None.
I can talk you through it.
I have zero. Well, maybe it is time for Jeff to cook. Are we getting positive feedback from that one? No, nobody's saying a word, right?
Everybody's confused.
I'm so confused. And I can't start cooking up the bacon until I figure out okay, so my idea would be that I would take these little thin cut steaks and I would stuff them with something, wrap them up, maybe wrap them in bacon or something, but that there's nothing to put in them here.
Right, so basically people are saying I should cook. Which I'm willing to do, but I hope you'll help me.
I'll help you.
Okay.
I really don't have any idea.
I'll tell you what we're cooking too. My mic wasn't on, but I hope everybody can hear me.
Jeff's gonna cook.
All right, so Rebecca Gordon Warren got that correct answer.
Rebecca.
Let me find where she said that.
Hats off to you.
She said, makes me think of a rouladen. And that's exactly what it is.
Rouladen. I've heard of it. But where's the bacon come in? Does that go inside?
It goes inside. But it goes inside raw and it cooks with the meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Well, that doesn't sound good.
that's the way they do it.
Hi, Gus. Dad's gonna cook.
That's authentic. That's the way they do it in Germany.
Okay, well let's go German. Okay.
All
right.
Adjust this camera just a little bit.
Okay, so I will help you. I'm gonna get my own cutting board and let's do it together.
Okay. We may use this, but this is for the gravy.
Okay.
We don't have to do the gravy over there. It's just a matter of timing.
Okay.
So I'll need your help.
Okay, so let's talk it through. Now that we're gonna cook this together,
Right.
which sounds lovely. We used to do this all the time. We would make food together all the time.
So the reason I gave you this first is because that's the first thing you're going to deal with. We're going to
Okay.
make sure these are already pretty flat, which is good.
I don't think you need to worry about
We're
it.
going to lay those out.
And then will you lay the bacon strips out?
Yeah. So we're going to put those and the yellow onion diced, pretty small dice.
Okay.
The pickles, but German pickles don't have the rind
Okay.
or the skin. So
Okay.
we'll cut that off.
Cut that off.
And
Okay.
and it's usually with thin slices. So we'll cut the rind out.
Oh,
Thin
okay.
slices. We'll lay that down.
Okay.
Leaving enough room on one side for the roll and the end.
Okay.
But you start with the mustard. So you lay the mustard down.
You lay the beef down. Okay.
Lay the beef down. Put the mustard.
Okay.
And then this and this, and then a slice of bacon on top. Roll it up.
Okay.
Secure it with either toothpicks or twine.
Okay, I've got both. Okay.
And then we're gonna sear that off.
Okay.
Then since it normally is like a 90-minute cook, we're gonna have to probably
Pressure cook. Okay, so let me ask you, what is the end result that you're looking for?
It's a beef roll.
Okay.
And then the rest of the stuff is a gravy that goes on top of it.
Okay, so what goes in the gravy part? We're gonna work this through.
So the gravy is the beef stock, wherever that went.
Yeah, it's right there.
The beef stock and the leek. This is our substitute for the leek. The garlic. Very little of this, probably a tablespoon or two of the tomato paste.
Okay.
And the butter. The butter's going to go in there. And
how
then
thick is the gravy?
as thick as you want it. So that's where the flour or cornstarch comes in, whatever you want it.
Okay. And then it's served it's served as a roll. What is the texture of the meat like?
Should be pretty tender.
Okay. So pressure cooking is a good option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, how about this? How about you start with getting the mustard on the meat,
right,
and I am going to switch the gravy up a little bit. So I'm going to fry some bacon for the bacon grease.
I'm going to wash my hands real quick.
And then you'll get you want me to do your onion?
Sure.
I'll do your onion. Okay. All right. Let me grab a cutting board.
Want me to look at some comments real quick or just jump into cooking?
You go ahead and jump in and I'll look at the comments.
Okay.
Now, is your microphone on over there?
It's this button right there.
Okay.
See that one?
Mhm.
Right now it's off. But you have to put your mouth pretty close to that microphone.
Okay. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to have to get my reading glasses.
Here.
Hang tight. Oh, you got yours? Okay. This is what happens. And you know what's funny? I turned, how old am I?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah. I'm 52, right? I'll be 53, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
52. Yeah. So I was born in 70. Like, this is like not hard math, guys.
Oh, look how thin that is. That's nice.
So just probably about 2 weeks ago, I need to wear reading glasses now with my contacts, which is like not fun at all for me. Okay. So Ramon says medium thick for the gravy. Okay. Will the bacon be crispy? Annie, I don't think so. That's why I'm going to crisp up some for, I don't know, maybe a garnish. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back through. Beth says my ex-mother-in-law called these mice. I cannot see this, Jeff. I need my own reading glasses. Okay. This is terrible. Now you guys are seeing how old I am.
I need something to spread mustard with too.
A knife?
That's what I was looking for.
What do you want? I got a few.
Yeah, one of those little spatula things would be fine.
Okay.
I just didn't see any over here.
Pretty much all the dishes are clean.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with the mustard.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
I'm gonna get this on sear saute.
Yeah, Sue, I don't like to do that. Okay, so let's get back to this mice. Oh my gosh. Okay, I did read it right. I don't know what that is.
Nice.
You're too early to start that.
Oh.
Okay. Now you're gonna see me be bossy, like I can be bossy with my husband, right? Okay. All right. I can't scroll up or down. I don't. Okay, so look, I'm technically challenged, and Jeff,
If you put the
his
finger
mouse,
there, and then just move your finger along the top.
his mouse doesn't work like mine. Mine's normal, and his is weird. So okay. Oh wait a minute. Somebody says carrot goes inside too, raw.
The carrot was for the gravy, but
Now somebody says carrot pickle bacon inside. Memories 511.
I don't mind that. I just didn't. It wasn't on the recipe that I had. Didn't have the carrots on the inside, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, this is cool. Oh my gosh,
How many of these should we do? Because we could save this meat for something else.
Yeah, in case we totally screw it up.
Yeah.
Well,
let's do. We could fit 3 in there easily. Let's do 3.
Probably do 4. How many of those pieces are? I have a recipe.
There's like 8 there.
I'm working on a recipe, so I need that meat anyway.
Okay, perfect.
For what am I working on? I got another one. Anyway, okay. So look, I'm sorry guys. This is not going to be a very interactive as far as me getting to your comments. Norma, it is thin cut top round.
This is super thin. They didn't have uncut.
All right. So. That is straining my eyes so much to try to read those comments. I have to go back to the eye doctor, and I just went. I don't know. Something isn't right.
And you're using your regular glasses? I mean, your regular reading?
I just use my reading. My actual glasses work fine. What happened to my cutting board that I had over here? Oh, here. My actual glasses are fine, but it's not fine when I'm trying to read the computer. Unless I wear my actual glasses, which who knows? Maybe I'll be doing that. Maybe you guys will start to see me show up in glasses because I can't see. My contacts are just not working out. So I'm interested about this carrot thing inside. Would it be a dice?
Probably be a small dice because you want it to be tender by the time you bite into it. You don't want it to be a crunchy piece of carrot. So I'm going to hold off here. Here, I got an idea. Why don't you bring that over here? I'll put this in the back, and you can be on camera instead of having your back to the camera.
Well, I got to use the sink to wash these and stuff.
So we're going to do
let me get them cleaned up.
All right. Do we have another small cutting board?
I'm sure we do. So sorry, this is a weird one, but it's going to be fun because we are cooking together. A dish that I've never made. I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like. So that's going to be really interesting because we're only going to know if it's good. I hope people can hear me. I hope I'm yelling loud enough.
I think so. Oh. Whew. Need some paper towel. Clean up on aisle 5.
Would you spill pickle chips?
Yeah, thing was so hard to open. And I'm just gonna prep these pickles. And
do you need another knife, or did you grab one?
I'm gonna need a knife.
All right. I'm gonna throw all these things into the sink and we can get them later. Now the onion, you said the onion was, I would think the onion would be sliced.
It could be sliced. I think it was diced in the recipe I looked at, but there's lots of different recipes.
Like I'm kind of thinking, so the yellow onion goes inside and the white onion goes into the gravy. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Gravy's supposed to have a leek, but I wasn't buying a 20-pound leek for a little bit.
All right, you're doing a cutting board there. Okay.
Yeah, you want to trade spaces?
Yeah,
you can show them how to cut an onion.
I think it's okay. I want to get this into the pressure cooker because it's going to have to pressure cook for how long, Jeff?
Oh, I would say 20 minutes on high.
Yeah, I would probably say 25.
25?
Yeah, if you want it really, really tender. Now we're going to do this my way.
What's your way?
We're going to slice the onion on top.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now you won't be able to roll. The meat though very easily. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why it's diced.
Probably. Okay.
So you can roll it.
All right. Well, I sliced it. Now I'm gonna rough chop it.
There you go.
All right.
See, we're doing 3 of these. Probably need one more pickle ought to do it. I feel like I should be looking at comments, but
I'll look at those in just a minute. Well, you can assemble the meat. Let's get it going. Now, what are you gonna sear it in?
Probably olive oil or avocado oil.
Okay. Now you could probably get your.
I'm going to go ahead and pat these pickles dry.
Okay.
Now I can do what?
You could probably get your Ninja started.
Okay. All right, we're sear saute on high.
Okay. I've got this for you when you're ready for it. Very rough chop there.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can load that up onto here, and then I'll get those pickles.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
I
have to cut those here.
What do you need me to do? Slice them in planks?
Oh, did you get the celery?
No, I thought that went in the gravy.
Oh, you're probably right. Because the onions weren't scheduled to go in here, but they're going in here.
The carrots.
The carrots.
You forgot to put the bacon down.
Bacon goes
first.
Does it? Probably.
All right.
That's okay. It's all going to the same place, right? So
yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got a dog down here.
Oh.
Is it one piece on each?
One piece on each. In fact, we might have to trim the bacon a little bit.
Oh, you don't need to trim anything.
Get that on there, right?
Yeah.
Bunch it up in the middle right there.
Now, how do they roll?
They're going to roll from one end like a burrito sort of.
All right. Let me get a little bit of bacon going in the pan, and I'll come over and look at comments in just a minute. It's really weird to have both of us cooking, isn't it?
It is. It's weird
on camera because we're not used to that at all. All right. Gus is like, bacon!
Have a carrot, Gussie.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get this unlocked.
Okay, I'm going to wash my hands real quick and then get those pickles on there.
Okay, let me go back over here, put on my glasses. Okay. Tammy says, just tuned in. She sounds like she's calling a turkey. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, so
that's what our oven does.
Onions should be sliced. John, well, I did that and then I diced them. Okay, John knows more. Everyone knows more about this dish than we do. Hi, Petra. How are you? So we are cooking together. We're making something called, how do you say it?
Rouladen.
Rouladen.
Yep.
And we're probably going to make a mess of it. But, it is what it is. I have never made the dish. I've heard of it. I've never made it. I've never tasted it. So we are going to try it. Okay. So Rose says the mustard loses me. What else could be used? Well, I think I personally, although I don't know this for sure, I think it's probably an important part of a traditional rouladen, but you could absolutely omit it.
And normally it's a German mustard, which is impossible to find where we are, but I did go with spicy brown, which I figured was the closest thing. Okay. And we had it, so.
So Lizards Travel says, so sorry I'm late. Jeff is cooking. This should be fun to watch. Okay.
I'm cooking. I think Louise is going to be in charge of rolling these because I will.
So it's roulade. I'm just answering some questions. Okay.
It's too bad Kathy's not watching because.
Well, I'm sure she's probably had it now.
Well, she probably has one. If she hasn't, she should. Okay. I think we got. I'll spread this one over here.
Brittany says, I also have never heard of it. Is it meant to be rolled up and served in slices where you can see the inner layers? Or is it like meat and veggies as a side?
It's served as a roll. Each person gets a roll, and then you can slice it at the table. But it's served as a roll with the gravy on top.
Yeah, okay. And Petra says that her daddy made it. She's German. I'm German too.
Oh, cool.
I'm German and Irish, but I've never made it. Okay, well, before you go, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's stop a minute. What are we missing?
In here?
Yeah.
I don't think we're missing anything.
We are definitely missing.
Inside?
Yeah.
What did I forget?
What are we missing, guys?
Well, when I look at the ingredients, the garlic goes in the gravy. Got the bacon.
What are you going to put on every single dish and every single layer of every single thing you ever make?
Seasoning. So we need some salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm. You can't forget it.
That's right.
I'm assuming you probably should have seasoned the outside too.
Well, we can always do that after we roll it.
Yeah, we'll have to do that afterwards. Okay. I'll be in charge of the pepper because I have a feeling this needs a good amount of pepper. They're pretty to look at. We'll see what they turn out, how they turn out after you. All right. Do you want toothpicks or do you want twine?
Toothpicks will work.
Okay, you can't really sear very well with toothpicks.
Oh, all right. So we want twine.
So we're going to use kitchen twine.
Kitchen twine. And I'll get the scissors out.
Okay.
Oh, no, I won't.
Okay, I just use them, so they have to be close by. Because I just cut all that parchment with them. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do.
Did you throw them in here?
I don't think I threw them in the sink. It's not like they were dirty. Oh, well, I have another pair in the dishwasher.
All this over a pair of scissors.
I've got another pair.
All right, I'm going to make another cocktail while you're doing that.
What am I doing? Oh, is that your polite way of saying I'm in charge of rolling?
I already said you're in charge of rolling.
Oh, I am.
Because you are very good at rolling.
Okay, so do we roll from the
I was going to say from the small end. So
small end?
Small end isn't trying to hold everything together.
Let's think this through. All right, our pot's hot. We got to move. Let's get some oil in there. We haven't even seasoned yet. I hope we don't mess things up. That is really hot. Okay. All right.
Do you want to go down to a lower temperature here?
No, not for searing. No.
Pop up a close-up shot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, John said twine makes more sense.
We're not going to be able to do anything.
Hopefully we didn't overstuff them so it's too hard to. Some recipes call for sliced tomatoes.
Oh, that'd be kind of good, wouldn't it? Oops. Well, Gus, you can have a carrot. I do not know what I'm doing. So.
Just so it doesn't fall apart, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking I can use these to sort of pinch the ends here. You want to cut another bit of the twine?
Yeah, where did the twine go? There it is.
Okay. So now we're going to do it 3 places to kind of hold everything in. I don't know what I'm doing. Jeff has read up on this a little bit more.
Very
okay,
well.
if your hands are clean, you can do the salt and pepper.
on the outside. Okie doke. Oh, I should probably, now that I touched the meat, let me wash my hands before I put it in the salt and pepper.
Please. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this is shaping up to be pretty darn interesting.
It looks exactly like it's supposed to look.
Well, that's a plus.
It helps.
That helps. All right. If your hands are clean, I'm going to need another couple pieces of twine.
All right. Use one hand to roll, one dirty hand, one clean hand, right?
Yeah.
I learned that from the salt. Now I got two dirty
Now he's
hands.
got to. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks. I'm going to be burning my oil here in about a minute. So we need to get a move on.
Well, we're almost there. Just stopping to wash your hands stuff.
Did you pepper this one?
No.
Oh, well, it'll be fine.
Do not pepper it.
Okay, it'll be fine. Let's get that in to cool down that pan a little bit.
Roll.
Okay.
And that side needs salt.
All right. Whoa. Okay. Let me cut all of them while I'm cleaning. And then I will need another one. Go ahead and wash your hands. Because you never know when I may need help. Right?
Yep.
I do have tongs over there. I don't think it's ready to be rolled yet.
Pop up camera too. Oh, all that time okay, we had to close up shot of the cutting board for a while there.
Sorry, guys, if the camera worked. See how important he is? He's very important behind the scenes. Very important. He's the one that keeps everything looking good. And
you keep everything tasting.
I
good.
try to
Or
keep
sounding good.
I try to keep everything tasting as good as I can. Okay. You can put that one in.
Okay.
Okay. Now, where did my... Here we go. It's going to be a little... That's a little short.
How's the salt and pepper situation on that one?
Things
That
are-
one needs salt and pepper. We got a little bit of pepper
Oh,
because
okay.
I had some in my hand and it was sitting there.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's get this in. Ooh, I think this one wasn't rolled as good as it could be. Oh my gosh. Okay.
John says it's one of his favorite recipes and you're doing a great job.
Oh my gosh. John, keep the advice coming, please. Because I really don't know what I'm doing. Hey, babe,
Yeah.
can you salt this side?
Yeah. You want pepper too?
I don't think it matters. Just salt it a little bit. Okay. All right. So both of those are in. We can get rid of this cutting board. I kind of like the switch out of the cutting board.
We should probably spin. We should probably spin those around so that the one on the left, your left, gets into the oil.
All right. Now, what else is going to be going into our pot? To cook these in.
Well, we're going to need some beef stock for
Okay.
pressure cooking.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and open that.
Okay.
It couldn't hurt to toss in the rest of the carrots and onions. So they don't
Good
go to waste.
thinking. Yeah, that's good thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
We'll
them
do that
ready.
right now. Waste not, want not, right?
Okay. Now the wine's for the gravy.
Oh, we're gonna deglaze with some wine.
All right, we'll get the wine.
We wanna be cooking with wine. We're gonna do this Louise style. All right. So we've got this. We're gonna also use some pickle juice.
Well, we're gonna go all out, aren't we?
Yeah. Now,
Annie says bourbon.
oh, that'd be good too. Now, you know what? I wish I had some potatoes here because I would throw some potatoes in and then we would do a vegetable on the side for a full dinner. But I don't have any, I don't think, do we?
I don't think we have any potatoes. We don't really have any veggies here.
No, we don't really have, we have not been to the grocery store. I've been doing cookies and candy. And so I haven't bought a lot of ingredients for normal recipes.
Jolene Jackson said, didn't you have celery? Yes, we have celery for the gravy.
Yeah, but you know what? We'll put a little celery in there. I don't see any reason not to. I'll just chop it up.
Everybody's cooking today.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't put a little celery in there. I'll save some for the gravy too. I'm not doing such a great job with my bacon, but anyway, it's
So-
going.
Colleen
Okay.
Wolf says, once you sear, make the gravy. Traditionally, it should be simmered in the gravy for a while. And can you pressure cook with gravy?
Yeah, I agree. So, what do we do?
Bacon in the pot?
Bacon in the pot. So we're going to sort of make a gravy in the pot,
So you need fat.
and that'll give a lot of flavor to it. So,
It's a good idea.
yeah, thanks, Colleen. Because I agree. Like, if I was going to make this recipe as an actual recipe, I would definitely include the gravy in there. At least a part of it, like the unthickened version.
So Jolene Jackson said, are you making the gravy from the, after you PC, from the broth?
I haven't decided yet because what I might do is like make the roux with the bacon grease. I want crispy bacon on top because I don't like soggy bacon. So like I'm not already a fan of this. So I'm hoping though with the pressure cooking that it's going to end up rendering that bacon enough so it tastes more just like salted pork. And it, you know, like when you have soggy bacon, like undercooked bacon, it's gross. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. All right, I'm going to put in about half of a cup or so of some red wine. This is just a table wine. It's called Red Velvet from Cupcake. Did you buy this today?
Yeah, I specifically asked the lady at the store what was a good dry cooking wine. Is it dry?
Yeah, it's good. Very good. Okay. Let that simmer a little bit.
Let me turn on my overhead fan real quick.
I mean, honestly, this is very similar. Ooh! And probably about a cup to a cup and a half of the beef stock. This is very similar to the recipe I'm testing, and I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. It's an Italian thing. I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. Isn't this crazy? My brain.
An Italian recipe that's like...
Yeah, it's a roll. Well, because it's in a roll and it's not the whole flank steak, it's really called something maybe like involute. But there's another word for it. Amber would know. I don't know if Amber's watching. Her and I just talked about this the other day. Okay, pressure cook. Now, are we ready? We're ready to pressure cook. Oh, wait a minute. What about bay leaf?
Bay leaf can go in there.
Oh, salt and pepper. I mean,
Season every layer.
we have to season every layer.
Does
Especially with this stuff, it's really bland.
Riccoli, does that sound
Yes,
right?
that's it. So I'm working on a recipe that's similar, but it's stuffed with I actually stuffed mine with some raisins and some and like a bread kind of crumb stuffing. Okay, now we're gonna go over to pressure cook. This one we have to stop, I think. Hopefully we don't have to turn it off. No. Okay, pressure cook. So what do we decide on, Jeff? Do you want to do 20 minutes with a full natural release or 20 minutes with a 10-minute natural release?
We're going to be able to finish it in the gravy that we make, so 20 minutes is good with a probably a full natural release.
Or 5, well, probably not full because we don't want to keep these people forever.
True.
That doesn't take that long, but Okay, so that's done.
So I guess it's pronounced brocchioli. A lot of people are saying brocchioli.
Well, I need to know how to pronounce it because I'm going to be making it, so I'm going to have to be able to say it, right?
Yeah, that would help.
That would
Go ahead
help.
and get a plastic bag and wrap up that meat.
Okay.
For your brocchioli or however it's pronounced.
Broccoli, I thought, but I could be wrong. Okay, let me go up on my temperature now for this crispier bacon. And I'm going to use the bacon fat to make the roux. And then we'll add in some tomato paste. This is very similar to the other recipe. So I think it's just a difference of German flavors versus Italian flavors, honestly. I don't know if I'll need the butter, but I don't know. Butter's always good as a finishing thing. Just add a little richness if we need any more richness to this. All right, pickles. Oh, I didn't put pickle juice in. Oh.
You didn't? I thought you.
Yeah. I did.
You said it, but you didn't do it.
There we go. All right, make sure the valve's on seal. Okay, what else do we need to do now?
Start talking about our gravy.
Yeah. Oh, I need to dice up some tomatoes. I mean, not tomatoes. Carrots and celery and stuff like that. But I still need to, the bacon is taking a while.
Do we ever use that garlic?
Oh no, where'd it go?
Oh, is it back there?
Here it is.
We can put that in the gravy. Doesn't have to go in the.
I need to put it in the pressure cooker.
You better hurry up.
I know. I know. No cutting board.
I'm gonna clean up this cutting board.
No cutting board. If it seals, I'm not going to be able to do this. Too close is probably enough. Okay. And yes, that is perfectly safe to do. It's just a steamy pot. It's not under pressure. Okay. So it's perfectly safe. Okay. Let me flip my bacon. I don't like the way this burner cooks. Or maybe I'm just so used to using the grill for bacon. We should have done that. I should have just put the bacon over in the grill. I'm telling you, the indoor grill making bacon, it's a breeze. You just sit it in there. You don't even have to flip it. It's amazing. I love it. All right. I still have some. I can use these. We only need a little bit of the celery and the, what do you call it? Carrot in the gravy. Only need a little bit.
Board.
Thank you. All right. You want to do comments now while you got that going? And I'll just dice these up a little bit. We don't have anything to serve with it. Nothing.
Somebody said need to press start. I think you already did that, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be preheating.
I just opened it up because it was in the preheat cycle to add in those little ingredients that I wanted to add in. So it was still in the preheat, so it didn't need to be restarted. It would have never gone under pressure though if I didn't close the lid. That's why I said it's fine to do. You just have to be careful that you know that it's a steamy boiling pot. You know, like I wouldn't open it and stick your face over top because you'll get a nice steam bath. Oh, that's something I meant to say in my caramel video too, and I forgot. Tell people don't stick their face over the pot when they're adding in their butter and cream because it really does get steamy.
So Colleen gave us the pronunciation of the Italian. I got it from Rose Johnson too, and they both spelled it exactly the same way. Brocciole.
Brocciole. Brocciole.
Brocciole.
Brooch.
Brocciole.
Like a brooch that you would wear.
BROA.
Bro.
Lay.
Lay. Not Lee. Lay.
Brocciole.
Brocciole. Okay. Thank you. I'll be set for the YouTube now. We don't have to know everything. We just have to be willing to learn and willing to try, right? All right. You know what I should have done is chop that bacon up. That would have been much smarter. Much smarter. But I did not. So.
I'm going to give a shot of that.
This burner doesn't work. I don't like it. Hi, babe. Hi, Glam Dolly 30. How are you? Oh, I'm not on. Oh, he always turns the mic off.
Yeah, because it sounds funny when it's on. So it's
oh. Oh, Colleen says not brooch, bra. Brocciole. Oh, Lord. I'll never get this. Oh, my goodness. All right. So either this bacon is terrible, or my pan is terrible, or both. Well, my pan isn't terrible.
The bacon is brand new, like right from Sam's.
Yeah, I'm not liking it.
Doesn't mean anything, does it?
Oh, it's from Sam's or Walmart?
It's from Sam's.
We hate their bacon.
It's right, the stuff we always use.
It's not apple smoked, I'm sure. Oh,
it is apple.
Darn it. Okay. Shootola. I've got a problem, guys. And it's totally my fault. This is going to throw everything off. I don't even know how to fix it. I forgot to put the seal in. I washed it. Oh. Man, oh, man, oh, man.
Oh, that's going to be tricky to put that. You're going to have to use a tool to push it
I don't even know how in the world I'm going to get this done. So there's no way I'm going to build pressure. So, darn it. Now we're going to decrease our pressure cook time to like maybe 10 minutes after I get this done. I don't even know what in the world I'm going to do because this is going to be so flipping hot. Coming up.
We have to switch foodies and move the pot over. So I would keep that closed, hold the heat in there. I'll move another foodie over here.
Okay, we'll do that. It would be impossible. And oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But I took it out and washed it. And I said to myself, Louise, don't forget to put that back in.
Okay.
All right, let's
go over to your bar.
We need to move over. You know what else I never got out of the dryer is my pothole, my hand pot thing.
All right, should I plug it in or unplug the other one first?
It doesn't matter. It's not going to be pulling enough power to worry about it.
So once you get that pot out of there, let me get this.
Lord.
No pot there.
What a mess. Sorry.
Oh, it looks good in there.
All right, seal. Now we're going to change our, I'm not liking this way this bacon's cooking at all. Have you cooked any on the grill?
Of this?
Yeah.
No, I just opened it today.
I don't like their bacon. I think I don't know. All right, so now we're going to pressure cook, but we don't need to go as long. Okay. All right.
Let me get rid of that other booty.
I mean, like it's burning, but not rendering any fat. This is terrible. This is like the worst bacon ever. Oh, well. What can you do? Make a note. Never buy bacon from Sam's Club. I'm going to change burners. I mean, look how terrible that was. It's horrible. Like, it's not getting... It's not even, like, it's just not cooking right. And every single time I bought bacon from Sam's, this is what happens. It doesn't cook right.
You want me to take a couple slices and put them in the booty grill over there and see what happens? Or you just gonna live with it?
I'm just going to live with it. We're just going to live with it. That's all. Now, what's the purpose of the tomato paste? Obviously, add tomato flavor. The reason why I ask is because I have a little bit of marinara made up. I wonder if I could just throw some of that in instead.
I don't know if it was just for thickening and a little bit of flavor because I can look it up how much it was.
Because I hate to open up a can. I'm not going to use it anytime soon.
Okay,
I doubt it's the whole can.
I'll see how much it asked for.
Okay. Now we're in holding pattern until my bacon, which is terrible, cooks. I don't know what to do with myself. Usually it's a little bit more frantic. So what are we going to do?
We're going to clean up a little bit and talk.
Oh, I don't clean up. I hate it. That's the worst part of this whole job is doing the dishes. I hate it. Seriously, like thinking about hiring somebody to just come and help me cook.
So the tomato paste is 1 tablespoon.
Okay. So there's about 4 tablespoons in that cup. So really, I don't know what's going on. This bacon is horrid. It looks terrible. It's really bad. Go ahead and put some in. I'm not even getting fat rendered out of it. It's like really horrible bacon. It's horrible bacon.
Right, let me see what I can do in the grill.
It's not my cooking
if it doesn't
technique.
work in this grill, we know there's a problem with the bacon.
You know it's the bacon. I've bought it before. It's terrible. It's horrible. I think we've bought it before and it never cooks right. Unless I just started it off on the wrong burner. I don't know. Whatever. All right, I'm going to go look at comments. I feel like we're leaving everybody in the lurch. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Colleen's saying I need the paste. It's different flavor. Okay, Colleen. Just freeze the rest. Okay, Colleen. All right. I'll open up the can. Oh, Trisha, yeah, come on. Move to Corinth, Mississippi, and then you can clean and cook with me. All right. Annie says get the grill. That's what Jeff's doing right now.
This doesn't work, which might not. We know we got bad bacon.
Juliet, I don't buy tomato paste in the tube, but I think that that's a really great alternative. I use so much of it ordinarily, like when I'm testing recipes and things, that I could use a whole can because I'll batch recipes that use it, or I'll just make up a batch of my marinara sauce because we use it so much.
You want to go out there so you can dress it? Camera, I'll ask questions. Any questions?
Okay. Yeah, because I
It'll
can't.
sound a lot better.
Oh. It will. Okay. Now we've got the fan. I mean, like, can they see this? You don't have any way of showing this, right?
I do with this camera.
So let me just pick this bacon up and show you. Like, it's disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to say a brand name or anything like that because I don't think it's the brand because we use the brand. But there's something about when they package it up for Sam's, it's different. So we'll see. I almost feel like turning this off because it's like not doing anything.
Yeah, if it's burnt to that point and it hasn't rendered any
And it
fat.
hasn't rendered the fat. I mean, it's rendered some. You know what I'll do? I will cut it up, put it back in, and I'll render more of the fat and just leave little bacon bits in there. Because that'll be okay. All right. This is a
Yeah, at least it
vegetable.
hasn't completely burned yet.
No, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of funny about stuff. I'm really funny about textures of stuff. Should have done this from the beginning anyway. It's kind of dumb. And then I'll just put the vegetables in there with it. It's so weird. But maybe because of the way that, I mean, the pan usually does a fine job. So I don't think it's the pan. But it's obviously not getting even heat, which could be an issue with the pan, but I've never had that issue before. So, all right, I'm going to stop talking so you can read comments.
Okay. Somebody said maybe Sam's adds chemicals.
Well, they don't produce it. They just buy it. But I think some of the companies do things differently based on where they're sending their food.
So there's people
My
saying that
opinion.
they buy their tomato paste in tubes. I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever
I
have
know.
you seen
Yes.
that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I just don't do it because it's very expensive that way, or at least I think it is. And I use so much of it that I just feel like I can use the whole thing. It's no big deal. I'll use the whole can. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Now my stove is shut off. This is why I don't cook with the stove too often, right, guys? It's like too many things go wrong. At least this, it's user error usually. Like I didn't put in the seal, but now with this cooktop, it's so confusing. If you move, it's induction. If you move a pan, it starts blinking hot. Obviously, it's hot, but it's not recognizing that the pan's there. But if you put the pan back down, this one doesn't automatically restart. Some of them do. Probably higher end models do. This one
Lamb
doesn't.
Dolly 30 says this reassures me that even the best cook can make mistakes.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh my gosh. Have you watched my videos? I make a mistake almost every single one. It happens.
I edit out a lot of mistakes.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah. I've had to start over. Like, we film videos and the footage just goes right in the trash because I did something, mismeasured something. It didn't turn out right. Even though it's tested, I'm like, what the? So, yeah, absolutely. Now, see, this burner. Okay, I had the same issue when I made the caramel today. See how much better this burner works? It's already sizzling. That one never even sizzled.
Yeah, we had a problem with that today.
Yep. Yeah, so I will never use that burner again. So anytime we do videos using the stove and it needs a big burner, we've got to use it. What are they doing?
Oh, they're doing dog things, wrestling.
Okay, I definitely have attention deficit disorder. Oh, like I have too many things in my brain that just goes on and on. Okay. Oh, we're under pressure already. That's good. Okay.
Mary Schmidt said, "I'd like to see some bloopers."
Oh my gosh.
I thought about
I can't.
cutting to get like I should remember every time that I'm editing to set them aside into a specific file, but I don't.
I kind of cuss though too much. when things go wrong and I'm frustrated, yeah. And that's not who I am. So, well, it is, I guess it is who I am. But like I would never cuss like on purpose or like I don't know, I guess it is on purpose. I don't know. Anyway, when I don't perform the way that I want to perform, I will get very upset with myself. So I don't know if anyone wants to see those bloopers.
It'd be a lot of,
I'd have to,
beeping.
yeah, we'd have to beep out. And then I don't want people to think that I'm an angry person. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. I just get really frustrated with myself. Like if I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing, or if it's not working out the way I know it's supposed to work out, I'm pretty hard on myself. So.
So Blam Dolly said, "Oh yeah, Christmas bloopers tape, please."
Oh gosh, I'm trying to put together a day when I can do a little bit of cooking live. Where like interactive though, like on Zoom, where people could actually cook with me, like do some candy or do some cookies. I'm having a hard time scheduling it. And I also don't know what people would be interested in, if they wanted to make cookies with me or candy with me or something. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And I'm going to try to figure out a time, like what, the 17th or 8th. I forget what Saturday is, but after the 15th, but before the 25th.
What?
When you're off.
Oh, that would be
The weekend, probably.
the 20.
It would be the 17th or something.
17th and 18th is Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, so the 17th or the 18th. I'm going to try to put that together, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it or not. I'm hoping, but I'm busy right now. Whew.
Annie
Busy.
Lewinsky says candy.
Candy. What kind of candy? Anything particular? I love making candy. Like we could do truffles. Oh my gosh, they're so much fun.
Rena Van Dam has a good question. There's
Mhm.
steam coming out again. Is that okay?
This is okay because it's only coming out from a little bit. It's fine. There's not like before. I could see it come out everywhere. So it is odd though. Honestly, it is kind of odd. I don't usually see steam. It's not much. I can put my hand there, so
Did
it's
you
not
have
much.
to
But
add any liquid after when you opened it again, or was it still good?
I hope. I
We'll
didn't
find out.
even like scrape the bottom of the pot. But we're under pressure, so we're good. We're good.
Well, I did shoot the camera down inside of there, and there's still liquid.
So maybe it isn't the bacon, it's my stove, Jeff.
Yeah, because that looks pretty good.
The
there.
bacon's looking okay now and it's rendering the fat.
It's
So
that one.
It's that burner. Like for example, so like let's talk about candy making, because a lot of people, like I have a homemade toffee recipe that's super easy, but some people are having their butter separate and they're doing it the exact same way, but for some reason there's got to be like one little thing that they're doing different. Either they're using a metal spoon to stir, they're using a different pot, they're cooking it on the stove using a different pot or a different kind of burner. I use the Ninja Foodie for that toffee recipe. But when I was making homemade caramel today for a video, I decided it was easier for Jeff to film me doing because it's a big pan, so it needs to go on the big burner for even heat distribution. And I put it on the upper right, not thinking that they do work differently. So your burners on your stove, a lot of times will work differently. And this one obviously does. So 5 on that burner is not the same as 5 on the lower left burner. Crazy.
So we got a couple suggestions here for candy. Divinity, what is that?
Oh yeah, that's a good one, but that takes a while. So I don't know if anyone's going to want to be like in a class with me for 12 hours.
Fudge.
Fudge. I'm terrible at fudge except for peanut butter. I've been trying to make chocolate fudge. I always am getting the crystallization.
Pralines.
Pralines. Yeah. That'd be good.
Anything you like. Snickerdoodle cookies.
That sounds good.
Annie made the toffee and she says it's awesome.
Oh, good. I'm glad it didn't separate for you. I'm so glad. I'm hoping it didn't.
Jolene said put a poll in your Facebook group and make an announcement so people have time to get the ingredients.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And because it's interactive, I have to limit it. So there's only going to be like, I don't know, 20, 25 people that can do it, because I have to be able to see, like you guys can have your camera set up So if it's something that you're not familiar with making, I can actually see what you're doing so I can help correct it if I can identify the problem. Because candy, like I talked to my mom today and I said, Mom, about, I would say 25%, that might be a little bit high, but 25% of the people that make my toffee, it splits. The butter separates from the sugar. Do you know, because my mom makes candy and she's made it her whole life. I said, do you know what could be going wrong with that? And she said, no, because I've never had it happen. I said, me either. I even tried to force it to split by keeping my temperature too low, too high, changing it suddenly. Like I tried like 4 or 5 times to get my toffee to separate from that recipe that I shared. And yeah, you're going to have to use mine.
I should flip the bacon. Sorry.
It's okay. So she's never had it happen. I've never had it happen. So it's really hard, but it's got to be either using a metal spoon, which changes the temperature too quickly, using the wrong pot or pan, something. There's something little that's going on. And now I'm worried about this. I've never seen this happen. Have you?
What?
Where there's like that little bit of steam when we're pressure cooking. I've never seen that. I
don't know.
I mean, it's supposed to be completely sealed, right? So
it's under pressure.
It is under pressure, and nothing is supposed to be coming out. Like every once in a while when it first starts, I'll see it, but I don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to keep an eye on this. But it's still under pressure, so we're good. Okay. Now we're going to start to really make this gravy, but my bacon's not totally rendered yet.
And I'm going to say it's definitely your burner.
That bacon looks fine.
That bacon over there is fine. And the secret in the grill, if anybody's making bacon in the grill, 360 degrees for 20 to 22 minutes.
For thick cut.
Check it at about, for thick cut. Check it at about 20.
I thought we did 12 minutes, but
that's in the smaller grill. This is
the
XL grill.
But the XL grill, this is actually the XL grill and griddle.
Right.
And that cooks differently than the XL grill that we have at home.
Yes, it does.
See, they all cook a little differently. It's very complicated when I do recipes.
Grill takes exactly 12 minutes without fail.
Is that the little square grill or is that the rectangular one we have at home? Yeah, and this one takes longer. So interesting. So even though a recipe like could be perfectly perfect, it could be something like that. Just using a different pot, different appliance, different results. So
KG said, I wonder if your burner was just a warmer, as I have one on mine. But that has a boost. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
Is it?
Well, I guess
be reshooting caramel.
I guess I could have. No, it's fine because it doesn't matter how long it took. It worked out fine. I guess I could have hit the B for boost and boosted up that burner, I guess. I don't know. I didn't read the instructions. It's an induction burner. You're supposed to be able to turn it on and cook. I didn't read the instructions. Things are too fancy these days. I'm telling you. They're just too fancy for me. All right, medium thick gravy. So I wonder if we could use I wonder if we should use gluten-free flour.
Did we say turtles? Because somebody mentioned turtles.
Oh, I wanted to do turtles. You know what? That is a really nice recipe. Let's do that. Let's do turtles because it's easy ingredients. I can teach you how to make the caramel. So yeah, let's do turtles. That sounds good. Of course, if anyone has a nut allergy, we'll have to come up with a second option, right? So I am putting some flour into the pot. I decided not to grab the gluten-free because it is somewhere beyond where I am. But I did use gluten-free in my cookies. I'm making what's called lace cookies. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Do I have any? Oh, here, I have some.
Yeah, they're right in front of you.
So now these are the chocolate stuffed version, but basically each one of these is a little tiny thin cookie. They're called lace cookies. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're made with oatmeal and of course sugar, butter, good things like that. And they cook up really thin, but the recipe that I'm using is my Aunt Kathy's recipe, and she calls for 3 tablespoons of flour. So I've been trying to incorporate gluten-free flour, especially since this is basically a like oatmeal kind of thing. So I thought, well, let me try the gluten-free. Oh, it worked perfectly. So I used the 1-to-1 gluten-free flour. So now these cookies are gluten-free.
So when you put the chocolate in between two of those lace cookies, it's like a Pepperidge Farm. What is that?
Brussels.
Brussels. And they're better actually because
They are so
do Brussels use dark chocolate?
I think they do. I think they do. All right, I know you guys probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm mixing.
I've got a shot.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. So I'm mixing the bacon, the grease with a little bit of flour. Now we're going to add in a little bit of wine.
Little wine for the pot, little wine for the cook.
And then we're going to add in a little bit of beef stock. And give it a stir.
So does this sound about right? Turtles are usually pecans, caramel, covered with milk chocolate.
Yeah, but I don't use milk chocolate. I use dark chocolate, but anybody can use whatever they want. All right. Tomato paste for good measure.
Well, if this comes out to be a good recipe, it's going to be interesting with all the failures we've had.
They are not failures. They are learning experiences.
Is that what you call it?
Yep.
And I'm going to go check on my bacon.
You put your seal in your pressure cooker before you start pressure cooking. Hopefully I'm not over salting. Sometimes when I don't measure out, which I never do when I'm cooking for myself or Jeff, sometimes I can forget where I left off. Okay, there we go. So now we're done with that.
We're going to do a little bit of a natural release.
Oh, I need more.
Immediate.
We're gonna do 10 minutes, and then we're done. So how long did this take? What time is it? Oh, we're over. It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're over an hour.
I try to get this done in an hour, but I never manage to do that, do I?
Rarely.
Rarely. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns?
A lot of people are talking about turtles, so that sounds like a good.
Good.
Oh, turtles overtook the conversation pretty much.
Good. Good.
Annie Huminski said she tried gluten-free flour in gravy and it didn't hold.
It didn't what?
It didn't hold.
Was it 1-to-1 ratio for regular flour, or was it something else? Because I think that's really important because they use additives like xanthan gum and other thickeners to like mimic the gluten. So it'd be interesting to know what you used. I'll tell you, you can make gluten-free flour with xanthan gum. Easy peasy. I do it in my keto pot roast recipe. That is not good. That is not good at all. Oh, Lord, we need to fix that. Oh, I don't even know how. All right, let me think. I need some seasonings in there. That is terrible. Jeff, that is terrible.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it flavorless or?
It's weird. No, it's not good. I think I put too much tomato paste in. Oh my gosh, that is not good at all. But that is okay. We are going to fix it up. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. Whoa. All right, let me get a little bowl. This is going to take a little work. This is going to take some work, guys.
This is what bacon looks like on the grill.
Oh, it's perfect.
Same bacon.
Okay.
Let me see if I can show that to.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my life.
Well, I'm not even going to try it.
Oh my God. I don't even know what went wrong here, but it is terrible.
Let me taste it and see if
It is
if I agree that it's
horrible.
the worst thing in the world.
It is the worst thing in the world. It is so disgusting. Like you couldn't even get me to eat that, not for a minute. That is so gross. All right, let's fix it.
I guarantee you that the tomato paste is the thing that's.
It is.
making it
It's
taste bad.
disgusting. I put too much in. It's gross. Ugh. My fault. Well, we're going to fix it. Or we're just going to keep ruining it even more. But something has got to cut this tomato flavor. It is so nasty. Like I don't know. How would you describe that? Like it doesn't even have any balance whatsoever. Like it's salty enough, but it's gross.
When the first thing I tasted when I put it in my mouth off spoon was like it was bad spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, terrible. Like not balanced at all. Oh, I didn't put onion in it. Oh, darn it.
Did you ever put any garlic?
I didn't put garlic or onion in it. That's a big part of the problem there. Okay, well, we fix it. This is why we have dry spices. For when we mess it up. Did it get worse?
I don't think it got worse, but it's still tomatoey.
Oh, that was a little better though. At least now there's a little flavor that isn't tomatoey. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever tasted anything that bad in my life. I don't think I've ever made anything that bad in my life. Oh my goodness. Woo!
Now, what about the liquid that is in the pot? Is that going to be discarded, or is that something you could use?
Well, if it tastes anything like this, the whole meal's going to be
It
discarded.
won't taste anything like that because you didn't put any
That's true.
tomato paste in it.
Yeah, that's probably what I should have done, huh? I should have
Well,
waited and not
we
added
can-
in that.
If it's going to be time consuming, but you could take that and start with a new batch of gravy, but
Well, I'm not doing that tonight.
mix it in with that.
Yeah, I should have waited and not added in that tomato paste. That's what I should have done.
Julie Hayes said, if it's acidic because of the tomato, maybe add cream.
Yeah, that would be good. Anything will be better than this. Of course, I went all crazy and added pickle juice and stuff. Better. That's better, but I'm going to have to agree with you. Oh, no, butter.
Butter makes everything better.
Butter. Oh, it's better, though. Oh, my gosh. So much better. Woo. Oh, my gosh. Now it's a little garlicky, but that's okay. It's better. Still needs more, but it's better. What do you think?
Definitely garlicky, but it's a pleasant flavor.
Yeah, before it was not pleasant. Not a bit. Not a bit of pleasantness going on in there. And really, I should have waited and just put some of that broth in there. That was kind of silly of me, but okay. Well, we've got 14 different serving spoons. Now we're going to be ready. Let me turn this down because once that mixes in, I think we're going to be ready to eat. Right, Jeffy?
Yep. Lise Bissonette said, my mom always added sugar to moderate the acidity.
Yeah.
Juliet said, order pizza.
Yep. Well, I guess we can. We're in Corinth. We're not in Bethel Springs. In Bethel Springs, you can't order pizza. If I mess up dinner, we're going hungry, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It depends on what time it is. Like right now, I could, if I had to, run out.
Barely.
Uh-huh.
It's 8:19.
Yeah, and it's a 20-minute
And they
drive.
roll up the sidewalks at 8 o'clock. We don't live in any kind of a happening place, I'll tell you that. Okay.
And
Well-
it's by design.
Yep. All right, we're almost done with that. I'm going to stir in this butter. I just added too much tomato paste. It was my fault. And then not putting in the garlic. and all that other stuff that I was supposed to put in. I forgot it. Simple as that. I forgot. All right, I think we should get our plates ready. So let me grab a plate.
And then check to make sure the beef is done, right? Or you're pretty sure it's
Oh, it's done. Oh, there's no doubt it's done. I mean, it's this thin. It would pressure cook in a minute, but we're just trying to tenderize it. Oh, it's totally done. I mean, this isn't going to be like medium rare. This is definitely well done. But with that type of steak and that preparation, that's what you want.
Lamb Dolly 30 said, any vegetable with this?
No, because I don't have any, and Jeff didn't buy any. So that's what happens. Because I don't have anything. But I would put broccoli with it, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think broccoli would be good.
Still garlicky, but I think it's gonna be fine.
I don't know about Brussels sprouts, might be okay in there, or as a side.
Yeah, it might be. The butter helped. It's a little garlicky, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. When I put it all on the plate, I will be honest with you. If it's terrible, I will let you know it's terrible. Don't make it this way.
And then we work on perfecting it.
Yeah, it's kind of an easy recipe, kind of fun.
Anna Huminski said, how did you glaze the carrots on the Thanksgiving video?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I wish I remembered, but man, they were so good. They were parboiled. So I boiled them on the stove because I was trying to do so many things. I parboiled them on the stove this is all by luck, okay? They were boiled to the exact right temperature to then drain, I think I put some brown sugar, and I think I put some butter and some salt. I don't even know. And then I put them in the oven. They were the best carrots I think I've ever had. So I'll have to go back and watch what I did and write it down so I can get a recipe out, because they were amazing. Amazing. Best carrots ever, weren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they were so good, and so easy, because now I had the Ninja Foodie had the turkey in it, but I would probably just pressure cook the carrots to a certain point, or even steam them. So didn't have to worry too much about draining the carrots. I would just take them out of the basket, dump the water, dump the carrots in, and move on. I move on to the baking part, the glazing and the baking part. Oh my gosh, they were so good. So good. Okay, here we go. There's very little pressure, as you see. So that means that really 10 minutes is almost a full natural release. So, all right. I'm going to need a serving spoon. Oh, you know what, Jeff? We're going to need a knife and a fork. Well, I have a fork. We need a knife.
We need a knife?
Well, actually, if they're cooked right, we won't. Oh, I will need scissors to snip the twine, right? All right, so that didn't take any time at all. So that's all done. Now, this broth tastes or smells so much better than mine. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm going to do? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get one out. Oh, that smells heavenly. Mine is so horrible. Oh, I almost hate ruining a good dish. So, there's a lot of things I could do to fix this. I could scrap my gravy, just totally forget about it and build new gravy, but I'm not keeping you guys that long. So what I'm going to do is add about 2 or 3 scoops of this to the broth in there, which is going to tone down that garlic flavor that I think was too much. It's going to thin it out some, but I'm not going to worry about it for tonight. If I was making this for actual dinner, I would not do that. And I don't want to get this not raw, but just flabby bacon. I cannot stand flabby bacon. So we're going to put this over It's a little thin now. Maybe I'll put a tiny bit of the thicker sauce, but I'm afraid of it a little bit. Okay, we'll put a little bit because it's going to look better. See, that's the thickness you want, but it's not the flavor you want. And then, of course, just because it definitely needs some kind of a pop of color, doesn't it?
A little parsley.
Yeah, dry parsley, because that's what we're working with today. We don't have much of anything. So a little bit of parsley. Just to brighten it up. And of course, you'd serve it with a green vegetable or a side salad or something like that. All right. Oh, I did all that before I snipped. That wasn't very smart. But it's okay. Because you don't want to give your guest the twine. It's never nice. Nobody wants that.
So hopefully the rouladen itself is delicious.
I hope so, because everything else has been pretty much a disaster, huh, babe?
Kinda.
My gravy is really the disaster part. All right, well, I just made a disaster of this, but you don't have to. I think this is overcooked. I think I would go down to 15 minutes. I think just seeing the way it's falling apart. But, oh, it's pretty, but I don't think that bacon's anything I'm going to want to eat. Gus says, I'll eat it for you, Mom. You got to get down, babe.
You can't eat that. Get down, Gus.
Okay, let's see. Let's find out. It looks pretty. I like the carrots in there. Okay, it's probably very hot, so I should probably wait. Oh my gosh, I can't do that little bit of bacon. That's like one of my things. Oh, there's more in there too. Oh gosh, I'm gonna eat like flabby bacon. Oh, it's the worst thing in the world.
At least it's mixed in with something.
Well, it's good.
Colleen says, I always pull out the bacon when I'm eating it.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you.
Tracy Meyer says, I missed the start. Is that brocchiole? No, it's actually rouladen, a German.
Okay, it's very good. Have you ever had it?
Rouladen, yeah.
Okay, so you'll
It's
know.
been a long time, but
Okay,
yeah.
so come here, because I don't know. I like it. I like it very much. It's very tender. I really like it. It's very good. You cutting with the wrong side of the knife? But
This is kind of fall apart. Yeah.
it's very, but the bacon, although fully cooked, is really not. Although I'll tell you, when you get it in a bite, you don't notice it. I made that
This
one
fell
for you
apart.
so you had everything together, but
Oh. Mm,
here. Let me.
that's a big bite.
Well,
It's delicious.
all right, there. Now you've got everything together. I think it's good.
Fantastic.
I mean, it tastes good.
Even the bacon.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do this. Oh.
Here we go.
I feel it, my stomach turning. Oh.
You're going to love it.
Oh, it's such a texture thing for me. This is so uncomfortable.
Whoever suggested the carrots inside,
Oh,
that's like one of the best parts of this.
I don't know if I can do it.
This should be fun.
There's just something so wrong about this. I'm like a little kid. I'm waiting.
You are like a little kid.
I'm waiting for the bad part.
It's funny because I'm like that with 80% of the stuff that the world feeds you.
There's no bad parts to that.
Even the bacon.
Even the bacon. No.
No, it adds a nice flavor.
Okay, that's nothing like I expected. Nothing at all. I thought that it being so like not crispy, that it would taste like a glob of like raw bacon, or not that I've ever eaten raw bacon, but it's not bad at all. And I'll tell you one thing, I would definitely put the crumbled bacon on top because that texture difference. What do you think? Did you get some of that?
I did. I got one little piece of crunchy
And
bacon,
it's
and
kind
that
of
was
like nice,
really
isn't
good.
it? Mm. All right. I'm sold. That is delicious. Even though I messed everything up. Wow. What do you think? I love it.
I think it's fantastic. I can't wait to eat some more.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I think we need to perfect the gravy
Yeah.
and the timing, because I don't know if it's overcooked, but
I think it could probably go a little less, but of course we also had the pot switch. Those things, play a role in things. So I would probably, next time I did it, I would do everything the same, except for the gravy. I would do that totally different, but I would do everything the same as far as putting the beef rolls in there. And I would probably try to pressure cook for 15 minutes. Maybe even with a longer natural release, although there wouldn't have been much of a longer one. Might have been 13 minutes. So I'll have to play around with it. It's very good. Like the flavors are amazing. And once I mix that gravy in with that, the gravy is delicious. So I went too heavy on the tomato paste here, too much garlic there because I compensated for not putting the garlic in when I was supposed to. So I would do it completely different. Like this would become the gravy, but I think it's a valid recipe.
Pauline said, by the way, the tomato paste should have been in the pot with everything else.
Yeah.
And cooked the whole time.
Yeah.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
And all the liquid in the pot wouldn't have been so tomatoey.
Yeah. I agree. Oh my gosh. Wow. When you get that little crispy bacon, this is good. I agree totally about that. Also, the cook time would tame down that acidity. The only reason why I didn't do that is because I didn't want to risk it getting too thick. But the 1 tablespoon of tomato paste isn't going to do anything. In fact, I put tomato paste, I think, in my braccioli.
I think you have to say braccioli. Somebody's ancestors are crying at the way I pronounced it last time. So I'm going to try again.
Braccioli. Well, help me out, please.
I guess we'll have to look it up on the internet.
Braccioli.
You have to say braccioli.
Braccioli.
Braccioli? I don't know.
We'll figure it out though before I do the video, or I'll just mispronounce it and apologize.
We'll just call it rouladen and say it's German, and that's it, the end of it.
Yeah, but that's not the recipe. Wait a minute, what? It's not even the recipe, but it's very similar.
We can pronounce that.
It's very similar. I mean, very similar. So you could take the flavors of this. You could interchange these recipes in a second, and I make the gravy all in the pot. All right, I think we're done. Tasty Tuesday. Hour and a half. It's supposed to be an hour.
All right. So Lisa Fleet spelled it braccioli.
Braccioli. I don't think that's it either.
We'll find out before we. Oh, and then somebody said bracciole.
Yeah. And so see, this here lies the problem. I bet you, even in Italy, they say it differently.
All right, let's wrap this up
Potato.
Let's wrap this up so I can eat some rouladen.
Tomato, those kind of things. All right. Well, I'm sorry this wasn't so much interactive with you guys with a lot of comments and reading, but it was fun to cook with my husband. I really love that. I wish there was a way to do more of it and still read comments and engage and have it set up where we're side by side. But it's always fun. Jeff, when he would come home from work, we would always make dinner together. When we lived in Maryland, every single night we would make dinner together. He would help me. I would help him if he was cooking, which wasn't as much as me, but it happened. And we always had such a good time. So we'll have to do more of that. What do you think?
Yep. Tasty Tuesdays are always fun. It's just trying to give them the shots. And still cook. It's tricky.
It is tricky. And I'm terrible at it. So if you rely on me, you're going to be looking at one thing forever because I don't know anything about it. And I just forget. I don't even remember. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you next Tuesday for our Q&A, and hopefully I'll have some information of when we're going to do that turtle candy cooking thing, okay? Because it's going to be fun. You don't even need a Ninja Foodi for it. You just need a stove and a pan. You could use the Ninja Foodi, though, to make the caramel. That'll be a fun time, and it's easy recipe. All right, till next time.
Oh.
I mean, you helped.
Yeah. Now I'm ready to eat some.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Gussie said,
Whoa, what about me?
Gussie, get down away from the
Oh,
food.
my baby. I love you so much.